Now let us go for the fifth experiment. Here we'll understand the use and working of Flexbox and design a price card using Flexbox for positioning of elements. Also provide an option which dynamically adds and remove contents. So before that we should understand what is a Flexbox. So the Flexbox was designed as one-dimensional layout model. When we describe Flexbox as being one-dimensional, we are describing the fact that Flexbox deals with layout in one dimension at a time, either as a row or as a column. We can place the components in the container either in the row or in the column, one at a time. We can't use both of them. So this can be contrasted with the two-dimensional model of CSS grid layout, which we will be seeing in our next experiment. So grid layout helps me to place my components in rows as well as column wise. Okay. So now let us comment this H3 tag. So I don't want that to be visible after execution. Okay. Now as usual we start our coding. We shall write that HTML which has already been written there, HTML head, body and all. So let's give a background color of red to the body, and later let's create a div called card, and let's give it a height of say 325 pixel and width of let us say 225 pixel. We are giving a class for it as a card. As I told you, let us give 325 pixel and width of 225 pixel, and also let's give a background color of blue. So you see, you can see it, the background color is red and blue for your card. Now just to see how Flexbox works, let's add another card and give it a class of card1, because earlier one was card. Let's give card1 and give it some different background color, and you know it is an one-dimensional one. So I can use only one dimension, either I can go row wise or else I can go column wise, you see. Let's now start using Flexbox. So to do this, we can just write display colon flex in any class styles, in our case in the body, you see. Now this will place both the cards side by side. This is because there is a property called flex direction which is set to row by default. If you don't write anything, by default it is row. We can manually change it to a column. You see, we are changing it to column. So refreshing it, now you see it has come in a column way. Now let us change it back to row, as we did just for illustration. We came back to column. I will get it back to row now. Okay. Now let's center both the cards in the body using Flexbox. You see, as we have seen in our earlier example in model experiment, we used relative positioning where we manually had to specify the values, but in Flexbox it is automatic. We did not do it manually. Let us see it now. And for that you need two properties, one in the align item property, see here, and the other is justify content property. The align item property centers the element vertically, Yeah, now it has been centered. The align items property centers the element vertically, where are the justify content property centers the element horizontally. You just see it over there. You got it? Fine. So now let's remove the second card. It was just to show you how to insert the card. We'll remove that second card now. That is card 1, which was the class card 1. You see, we removed the card 1. And this card has been, you see, you can see it where it is centered. It is centered as per our coding. Okay, chalo. Let's now start adding content to the card. So first, we will add an image which will take 40% of the height of the card and will take 100% of the width. So you are taking your height and width of the image. So what you should do now, you can download and save the image in your working folder. Actually you can specify the URL for it, but here what we are doing it, we are, for simplicity, I am just downloading one image and keeping it in my working folder. You see, you got the image of an burger over there. So now using some header, it could be H1, H2 or H3, whatever you like. We will add a title. So let's say it as chicken burger. See, you will be getting chicken burger. So next, below that title, we will write a short description or some random text, whatever you want to describe something about the chicken burger, how it is made, what are the ingredients you can add. It should be generally description of that chicken burger. We will write something, okay. So we have just written a blind text, okay, in a para. Let us see it. Okay, you got it there. You don't worry, you can write anything, whatever you want to write. So after this, we will add a price for the burger along with the order now button. You see, anyhow we want to sell that burger, right? So let us put an order now with the price using that button. You see, you got it. It is order now is there. It is $2.45. You see, for the visibility purpose, I don't want the button to be below the price. You see, you can see over there the button and price. I don't want that way. So what I want is the price should be in one corner and the button should be in the another corner. So it is just for the visibility. In the same row, obviously I want both of them to be in the same row. So for that, what I need to do, for that we will wrap both elements in a div with a class order. We are wrapping both of them in a class called as order. So now let's again use Flexbox here. We will make this div, this class order one, we will make this div as Flexbox by adding display flex property. You see, we are making one more flex for order. You see, you got it. You see, again it is not visibly nice. I'm not feeling it is an nice visibility. For that, what I need to do, again I need to center this item, this order. You see, it is very large. This order now I am finding it too large kind of a button for me. So I need to place it in the center. You see, you got it. Again you can see there the pricing and order now they are placed one by other. So I want a spacing between them. So earlier what we did, we used centering, justify centered. So now what we'll do, space, we'll use space between, and see, you see, we got a space between them, between the pricing and the order now button. Even now, I'm not happy with the visibility. You see, they have both come to one end. You see, pricing is in one end and order now is in another end. For this, I will again use space around. I will use justify space around. Yeah, you can see the pricing and order now. Now it is better. Now let's remove all the background colors and add a border to the card. You see, all background colors have been removed. We will be adding a border to it with solid black. You see, you got it, right? So till now, this completes the first part of the question. So for the second part, what we need to do is that I need dynamically adding and removing content. So for this, what we'll do, so whenever the order now button is pressed, you can see there order now button is there, we will remove the button and the price and render with an H2 element saying it has been ordered, H2 or anything, whichever you like it, depending upon the size. We will use an header heading one and say that it has been ordered. So for that, we need to add a script, and in the script, we will select the button and the box in which the button and the price are present. You see, using query selector. Now to select a button, we need to add a class for it. Now let's select the box by using query selector order, which is named as order. The class is ordered. We are selecting that one. So now we will add an event listener to the button to listen for the click event, and when this event happens, we will remove the content present in the box by setting the inner HTML property to an empty string. So whatever is there in this thing, that should be empty. I need to clear it. So for that, I need to set the inner HTML property to an empty string. So this will remove the content. You see, let's check it. You see, after clicking the button, it is cleared. So now let's add a heading saying ordered. For that, we will use a property called as insert adjacent HTML, which takes two arguments, both of which are strings. You see, as we have cleared the earlier one, now we need something to be displayed. As I told you, we need ordered to appear. So we will be using insert adjacent HTML, which takes two arguments. So for the first argument, just set it to after begin. One of the first argument to insert adjacent HTML is after begin. So there are many such kinds of things can be set, but this is one of them. You can explore them. So let us do for after begin. So as we have used after begin here, you can even use after end, before begin. There are different properties available, but here we are using after begin. And the second argument is the content that is to be displayed. So obviously it has to be stringed, because we have told that insert adjacent HTML, which takes two arguments, both of which are strings, isn't it? We have told it earlier. So the second argument is the content that is to be displayed. You'll see, we can use H1 tag here. We want to display it, or else let us take H2 here, not H1. Let me do with H2. And now let's write ordered for that and see the thing. After pressing order now, it has got ordered. Okay. So this completes the fifth experiment of your lab.